Hello, it is me, Mr. Drake, back once again. I'm trying to put more money in your pockets, so don't go anywhere. In today's video, we are going to cover what is passive income, why should you want a passive income, and how can you build a passive income. But before we go into any of that, I'm curious to know how much passive income do you guys think you need in order to retire today? Let me know down in the comments how much you think you'd need in passive income to retire. But really simply, it's the income you receive even after you've stopped working. For most of us, we have an agreement with our boss that we complete tasks in return for money. The problem is, if we no longer want to work, we stop getting paid. Passive income is your financial security blanket that builds up over time to eventually fund your lifestyle. The average job is 31 hours a week. So, not including annual leave, the average person spends over 2 months of their year at work. For every hour that your average working week is above or below, you'll stand to gain or lose another 2 days per year. Let's say your PI is only £100 a month, but that allows you to reduce your average working hours. It will give you significantly more time to spend living your life. The greater your PI becomes, the more time you'll have available until you reach a point where your PI and your paycheck reach a complete reversal and you're technically financially free. But let's bring up the chalkboard and start small. If your yearly income was £18,000 at £10 an hour, you would be working 34.5 hours a week or just under 7 hours a day. In order to go down to working 4 days a week without affecting your expenses, how much passive income would you need? Is it A, £112 a week, B, £66 a week, or C, £136 a week? I hope you got it. Just £66 a week would give you an extra day every week for family, hobbies, and generally living your life. It's worth noting you can have multiple forms of PI, so don't feel limited to just one. Let's see how we can make £66 a week. The average dividend yield of FTSE 100 stocks is 4.9%. For simplicity, we'll round that up to 5%. £69,000 invested into FTSE 100 dividend stocks would pay out equivalent to £66 a week. There's 3 things to mention here. Number 1, this doesn't have to be your only form of passive income. You could be gaining £3 a week from dividend investing and you add that to your other passive incomes. Number 2, the value of your stock can go up or down and that will affect your dividend payout. So the dividend yield is a percentage based on the value of the stock. If the stock value goes down, you're going to be paid less. And number 3, dividends are typically paid quarterly. No spare room? No problem. Rent out your driveway. If you live near town centres, sports centres, bus stations or train stations, you can make a chunk of change by undercutting the major car parks. Imagine someone's used to spending £100 a month on their parking and you offer them parking down the road for £80 a month. They're going to bite your hand off and take it. Private car salesmen also love driveways that are on busy main roads or near town centres. They get to market their car that's for sale, you make a pretty penny just for letting someone park on your drive. Here's the thing, if you can't rent out your driveway, rent out your car. Apps like Drivey allow you to rent out your vehicle secured through the app. You're paid for the rental, but you're also paid extra for any petrol used. All trips are covered by Allianz Comprehensive Insurance, but make sure you check with your own insurance and your own finance providers to make sure you're not defaulting on any agreements you have with them. And lastly, if you don't want to have other people drive your car, then rent out the panels to advertisers. CarQuids allows you to stick advertisements to your vehicle and get paid just for driving around. The website claims you can earn up to £100 a month. Peer-to-peer lending is your chance to profit from lending other people your money. If you want to know more about P2P lending, check out my video on innovative finance ISAs. Generally speaking, the interest rates on savers are terrible at the moment. But £2,500 earning 5% interest will bag you £2.50 a week. It's not a lot, but it all adds up. If you can't afford a rental property but want to be invested in real estate, a REIT allows you to pool your resources together with other small investors into a trust which owns a large housing portfolio. This repays a yield like a dividend stock. The value of housing can go down, however, and that will affect your returns, so make sure you do your research before investing. Government bonds are a request for money by a national government. You will buy a bond for a price, say £100, and the government will pay you a percentage return, like a dividend or a REIT. Once the bond term finishes, you'll get your initial £100 back. These are generally considered very safe because a government would have to collapse in order for you to not get your money back. A corporate bond is the same, except it's issued by an individual company. As companies are more likely to collapse, the bond returns on a corporate bond are much higher than a government bond. Because there's a chance of losing your money, make sure you research before investing. About a year ago, I saw an advert for a mobility scooter business that was on sale for £70,000. The business consistently generated profits of over £11,000 a year, but the owner was getting old and wanted to cash out on the business. What I could have done is I could have made the manager take full control of the company, give him a pay rate, so I would have had less income or less profit yearly, but I would have had nothing to do within the business. The reason I didn't do it is I didn't have the upfront capital to buy the business, and I didn't have enough confidence in it to be successful. When you buy a business, you want to make sure that it's something you understand or can see profiting for the long-term future, is fairly priced, and it consistently profits. If buying a business is a bit rich for your blood, but you know someone who's running a business and can't afford to expand to earn more money, you can become a silent partner. A great example of a silent partner is watching Dragon's Den. So an example would be £20,000 for 20% of the business. This is by far the riskiest method of creating passive income because you could lose tens to hundreds of thousands of pounds like that. I once knew a teacher who did private tutoring in the summer holidays, and they were so popular that they actually had to turn business down. Now in hindsight, what they could have done is recruited a second teacher and kept 10% of the profits as like a finder's fee. With the right sort of customer care and quality of service, that could have been an educational empire. So to start your own business, you want to find out what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and how you can profit by doing it. Another example would be a masseuse, who saves as much money as possible from massages to afford a larger facility, workspace or shop. In that shop, they hire a second member of staff who's self-employed, and they charge them 10 to 20% of their profits as rent for using the facilities. Keep aside the rent that you earn from the second member of staff and put that towards expanding into a larger facility. When you're in a larger facility, you can hire a third and fourth member of staff and charge them 10 to 20% in rent. That 10 to 20% from the 3 members of staff will be roughly equivalent to the income that the masseuse was earning as a full-time masseuse. She can then decide whether she wants to live on that passive income or continue to reinvest that income into the business to expand into larger facilities and offer more services. This will ultimately increase her income in the future. Whatever you create, you can monetize your content. Advertising, affiliates, and selling your content direct to a consumer are the 3 main ways you can profit. You want to make content, you want to build an audience, and you want to add value to their lives. After that, the profits will follow. Put simply, it's selling stuff online. But I'm talking about more than Jeff putting his used Fred Perry t-shirt on eBay for 10 quid. A friend of mine, Oliver, built an enormous income through e-commerce, and his channel is linked in the description down below, and I've also hopefully got him popped up beside me here. His business, as far as I know, is fully automated now, which means he only works when he wants to grow his business and grow his profits. I need you guys to do me a huge favour. If you think I've missed any passive income ideas off this list, please let me know down in the comments. And also, let me know which passive income ideas you're open to trying now that you've seen this video. Remember, passive income is something that's built over time, so don't expect or demand overnight success. Be patient, be consistent, and stay focused on that long-term goal of time and financial freedom, ideally before retiring at 60. Hopefully you found this video useful. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Until then, stay cash flow strong, turn your wages into wealth, and I'll see you on the next video. See you later on, guys. All the best. Bye! Yeah.